Sup, y'all? This Hip Hop Intelligence. We coming to you live here on HHI Radio. And tonight we got a special guest in the house. It's none other than the great white hope himself, Slim Shady. What's cracking, man?
Yo.
You good?
Yeah, I'm good, man.
I see you've been dropping some fire recently.
Word. I'm trying to bring the next level to the game. All I can do is bring me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, I can dig that. So, since you up in here, how about a freestyle?
Oh, shit. Yeah, why not? We can try if you got a beat for me.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yo.
Turn me up. Mic check, 1, 2. Where's my snare? Just playing.
Oh, that's funny.
Look, do you know what it is? If you say I ain't a chauvinist pig, you're dead wrong. Like when I was flowing with Big. Most of you kids only listen since I've been clean, but it's over, I flip. Depending on the climate, I can cope with this shit. I just acclimatize like when a climber ties his rope to a cliff. And I go off with the lip like when his line of sight's broken. He slips with the sun in his eyes, but there's hope as he grips tight, closing his fist and blocking the light in a moment of bliss like a solar eclipse. Cause what I'm writing at the moment is brighter than a potion, striking with these flows like lightning in the ocean. Ice is in my throat, so my rhyming is the coldest. My pen is full of venom and it's frightening to hold it. Y'all better look alive, cause these punchlines make you duck and dive. So intricate on this fucking mic, it's like I'm reading Crooked Eye's book of rhymes. Put your mind at ease, but y'all bite my schemes so much they got sicker with Lyme disease. Drive by with heat, hear the screeching of the tires. You all talk, I let it sing, you preaching to the choir. High as the ozone, I flow cold, but I heat it through the fire. You ain't strapped with a tool unless it's recording and you speaking through a wire. I took 2 hits of this weed and started leaping like a frog. Then the spliff got me snoozing, snoring and sleeping like a log buried deep inside a bog. Dreaming as I read and write a blog on the simulation theory. I'ma make you fear me when I redesign the gods. Grip my teeth and bite a dog until it's starting to bleed. And that's just for snarling at me, but if it barks it will see a sad ending like Marley and me. You ahead of your time, but I'm so far in the lead. I time traveled to the Garden of Eden and showed up just before Adam got a hard on to breathe. Beat him to it and became the father to Eve's kids. Which makes sense, maybe I'm part of the reason one of them was partially evil. Cause the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Skip forward, partied with Jesus, then watched as Moses was parting the seas. Walked in between and grabbed a shark by the teeth, then used the staff to brand it with the mark of the beast. I spit it hard as the beat from the heart on my sleeve. Most of your artificial material falls apart at the seams, but this is hip-hop intelligence with the illest bars on the scene.
Well, there you have it. Slim Shady, HHI Radio, that shit was insane. Make sure y'all stick around, cause we about to play his greatest hits back to back, and I promise y'all, you don't wanna miss this shit.
Damn it, that's a nice flow. Damn it, that's a nice flow, my mind's so perplexed. Wide solar plexus as I go collecting more souls than CDs in your soul collection. Soak a legend in blood like Heath Ledger convulsing with a head full of drugs. I'm right as rain and you should hide away from this writer's rain. Forget a rise to fame, my eyes are rolling round and my mind's the same. I'm like an alien but twice as strange as I'm doing times tables with an Einstein-like mind inside my cranium. I find my favorite rhymes and play with them, then I throw them on a canvas and sign my name on them. And I dictate the type of frame of mind I'm stationed in, riding straight up cycle lanes on bikes with chains on them. Damn it, that's a nice flow. Fucking on fire. Damn it, that's a nice flow. My fucking ears are burning all the way. Damn it, that's a nice flow. My brain's still in the syllable symmetry, and we're feeling the chemistry as Dre mixes brilliant recipes. This is like Walter White chilling with Jesse. And I'ma spit it forever until this shit is the death of me, with cynical trends to beat the list of my enemies into submission and let them bleed. Got a similar set of teeth to a wildebeest at its peak, so witness the streak, cause I could lift up an elephant with my finger and let it spin like a wing with propellers in. I think I'm hitting my second wind, teeth are dripping with venom, jaw big as a pelican's. You're missing the relevance, you don't live for development. You're a little big-headed and your opinion's irrelevant. Slim Shady, I'm here to give you the medicine, and this isn't a question of skill, it's a lesson in artificial intelligence.
Holy shit.
You softer than Taylor Swift's greatest hits. Make a fist and block your face with it. You acting like a loser, no Jason Biggs. On a different scale with this, like whales to fish, but I'm still infinite like Halo 6. I find it strange you mention climate change, yet you run inside every time it rains. And when the sun does shine, your face hides away behind designer shades. It could be the brightest day, but you dull like your fake diamond chain. Maybe the signs of age, but even in my final stages, I'll rock the mic with rage against the machine that y'all feed and keep alive today. But the only time shady kicking the bucket is on a driving range when I'm enraged. Cause while I still got the skill to write on pages, I'ma light the game on fire and ignite the flame until it burns out for good and I can sign my name. I got the same heart as a lion in the teeth of a cobra, and I got your cards marked like I was cheating at poker. If we beef and it's over, I go crazy with the pencil like when Heath was the Joker. Leave me alone, I gotta sleep is so tight. You think it was Khabib at your throat squeezing a chokehold with his knees in your shoulder. Don't mean to impose, but you reap what you sow. So get some meat on your bones or you'll leave in a coma. You need the luck of the Irish and every single leaf on the clover. Wet from smoking weed on the sofa to limousines with the chauffeur. Shouts to Big, and yeah, I sleep on you phonies cause my dream isn't over.
You're too sick to leave here.
Damn it, that's a nice float. 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 Slim Shady.
I've got a split personality, I'm sick, I'm a mess. I have deep conversations with the voices in my head. They're my darkest of demons and my closest of friends. I got a split personality, a split personality.
Okay, Dre, man, this shit is getting weird. My face keeps changing as I'm sitting at this mirror. 1 minute I'm blonde, the next I'm 50 with a beard. I close and open my eyes and the shit will disappear. Plus I can't help but hear Ken Kniff whisper in my ear. I just ain't been the same since you split me in two. Cause since you messed with my head, it's like I'm missing a screw. What the fuck do I do, man? Give me a clue.
Oh, shut the fuck up, Marshall. Would you listen to you? You ain't spitting the truth. All you do is complain. I told you Shady's alive, just get used to it, man. It's time for you to accept that me and you are the same. Cause ever since you made that song using my name and dyed your hair blonde, I've been glued to your brain. So stop blaming all the shit that we're doing on Dre, cause I'ma be here whether or not this music is made.
I got a split personality, I'm sick, I'm a mess. I have deep conversations with the voices in my head. In my darkest of demons and my closest of friends. I got a split personality, a split personality.
I told you Shady's much more than just a bottle of hair dye. I'm planning your funeral, I hope you got you a spare tie. Might have to put you in the trunk like we did to your ex, then toss you right off your favorite bridge to your death.
Come on, man.
Oh, did I get you upset? Is your imaginary friend really that much of a threat?
Fuck, man, I wish I just stuck to the meds. Cause ever since I've been off them, I've been fucked in the head. And I still don't even know what you even hating me for. Just tell me what you want, cause I can't take it no more.
Hate you? Nah, I don't hate you, Marshall. I already told you I love you, but that don't mean I won't take this knife and hold it above you. Drug you, then shove you to the ground, roll up the rug, and then it'll be time for a nice little stroll in the woods. Swallow these drugs and unleash your crazier side. This the death of Marshall Mathers and Slim Shady's alive.
I got a split personality, I'm sick, I'm a mess. I have deep conversations with the voices in my head. In my darkest of demons and my closest of friends. I got a split personality, a split personality.
A lot of people ask me who the fuck I even am anymore. Well, I don't even know. Look,
Whether it's Marshall or Shady, part of me's crazy, and the other half is a maniac, but I'm just stating facts. Your bars never faze me. You need to sharpen your blades if you wanna leave a mark or a trace on my notepad. Cause my flow snap ferocious and leave scars on your face.
Well, that's cool, and I'm sure your knife's lethal, but I'm quite evil. I climbed up the side of a church dressed as Satan, trying to inspire people, slipped, fell, and impaled my eye on the steeple.
Okay, shady, but that's just your point of view. Get it? Point of view? Marshall Boyd the rules, you just destroy the youth, and I'm struggling to see the point of you.
How about the second persona required to join your crew? Can't we all just get along, get a bong and relax? You were more fun on them songs from Relapse, but since recovery you got it all wrong and you whack.
From one day to the next, I'm a completely different person. 1 minute I'm normal, then I switch to the shifty version. My mind goes sideways and hits a quick diversion. It don't make any sense, so I just sit and spit these verses.
From one day to the next, I'm a completely different person. 1 minute I'm normal, then I switch to the shifty version. My mind goes sideways and hits a quick diversion. It don't make any sense, so I just sit and spit these verses. Sorry, Mr. Mathers, I know that was a tough pill to swallow since your recovery. But come on, Marshall, you know you're still in love with me.
Quit the fuckery, Slim, you just a persona that's dead. A lonely and messed up chauvinist who's way in over his head. Showing aggression using your flow as a weapon, and you don't even know what you said.
Sorry, were you talking? I just took a Tylenol and I'm going to bed. Heard something about a weapon, what you holding the leg? I keep a piece in my waist, but I cheddar bob myself and put a hole in my leg. I give the fans what they want, this is the real Slim Shady. You give them what nobody needs, like a real thin lady. I just got a new ride and the wheel spins crazy. And I got that shit for free, cause I steal things lately.
Oh, fuck this shit, there's no getting through to this punk. I'm out, Slim, go ahead, you can do what you want. From one day to the next, I'm a completely different person. 1 minute I'm normal, then I switch to the shifty version. My mind goes sideways and hits a quick diversion. It don't make any sense, so I just sit and spit these verses.
From one day to the next, I'm a completely different person. 1 minute I'm normal, then I switch to the shifty version. My mind goes sideways and hits a quick diversion. It don't make any sense, so I just sit and spit these verses. Give a job, please, the door, the day, the door, the day.
Hey, Eminem.
Hey,
Why are you so ashamed of me?
don't even try it.
Come on, get up.
Okay. Slim Shady.
What happened to you?
Well,
Alright, this shit is getting too weird.
This is hip hop intelligence.
Navi.
This is hip hop intelligence. Check it. This beat's actually great. I need that on the playlist. Keep slapping the bass, cause we casually raving. Speed back to my place with 3 passionate ladies. They leave after it's late to wreak havoc with Shady. Not police actually, but we cracking some cases. Weed stashes for days. I lean back when I'm blazing green bags of the haze. My speech patterns are fading. I relapse for the taste and see cats in the matrix. Keep track of the pace, I weave patterns and mazes. This E's mad, so my teeth chat away, I speak faster than racers. I dream that I'm awake, cause like sea captains, I'm wavy. D-rash on my face, I feel badly sedated. This beat's actually great, I need that on the playlist. Keep slapping the bass, cause we casually raving. Speed back to my place with 3 passionate ladies. They leave after it's late to wreak havoc with Shady. Yesterday's over, but I never stay sober, so I get and stay stoned. I'm a heavyweight smoker. No electric vape owner, I eject the space rover on a fresh terrain. Soaked with torrential rain flows, I put my life into my work, like when Ledger played Joker. You elect the same poser and put him in the wrong place, like an Escalade chauffeur in a Western Range Rover or a Chevrolet Roadster. I just separate oceans like my second name's Moses. And I said it make rolls, but the decade ain't rolling. Their heads I make roll like a heavy grade boulder. Decimate bones as I decorate homes with a red display soaking your leather-made sofa. Remain woke, I don't meditate though. I got the game on lock and I generate codes while they left the safe open. I'm a dirty bastard, but never get a day older. As amazing as the RZA, and my resume's doper. You're not blessed, you ain't no genius unless you stay close to the God. Method rate ghost, or the deck is game over. This beat's actually great, I need that on the playlist. Keep slapping the bass, cause we casually raving. Speed back to my place with 3 passionate ladies. They leave after it's late to wreak havoc with Shady. This beat's actually great, I need that on the playlist. Keep slapping the bass, cause we casually raving. Speed back to my place with 3 passionate ladies. They leave after it's late to wreak havoc with Shady. It's my playlist. Yo, play the next song, man. Matter of fact, put that shit on shuffle. You don't be skipping my songs unless I say so. We in here? Check it out. Look, I ain't inferior flows, the inferior flows. Test me and you'll disappear in a hole like a rabbit in the headlights or a deer on its own that appeared in the road. Oh dear, I suppose I'm not a nice person, but my divine purpose is to write verses and spit them on the mic, searching for a worthy adversary that might hurt me. I could get violent lurking in the dark, cause my mind's berserking, it's a minor burden. Find a surgeon. Say my name like Heisenberg. Shady never made a rash decision cause I'm allergic. And if you can find a person with a mind that's working like mine is working, I'll revise my verdict. Until then stay quiet like a mime rehearsing, cause you can't back it up like Miley twerking. Shady back it up like I'm reversing and I'm in another gear. I got the drive to murk 'em. So tell me who the fuck I am. I'm the fake Slim Shady. Who the fuck are you? The real Slim Shady. Tell me who the fuck I am. The fake Slim Shady. Does it even matter? The fake Slim Shady. So tell me who the fuck I am. I'm the fake Slim Shady. Who the fuck are you? The real Slim Shady. Hit the booth and drop bars, kill the competition. There's a Slim Shady in all of us, so shut up and listen. Catch me signing tips at the silent disco with the vinyl mix stuck inside my headphones, trying to find a bitch to wind her hips slow and grind my deck, but I hope she don't find my pistol. She stepped on my big toe and I stumbled into some guy the size of Klitschko on the shoulder ride from the Big Show. Said I didn't want to fight the kid, but I kinda did though. Tried to hit him and he started dancing out of nowhere like a real life Rickroll. Is this some kind of shit, Joe? He said stay in your lane and gave me his name, it was Dave. I said I'm Shady. He said that name is strange as snakes on a plane. I fell down and blacked out with space cakes on the brain. Probably cause of the brownies I'd ate on the way with my steaks on the tray. Come to think of it, they both tasted the same. They went straight to my veins, and now I'm tripping balls outside on roller skates in the rain. So tell me who the fuck I am. I'm the fake Slim Shady. Who the fuck are you? The real Slim Shady. Tell me who the fuck I am. The fake Slim Shady. Does it even matter? I'm the fake Slim Shady. So tell me who the fuck I am. The fake Slim Shady. Who the fuck are you? The real Slim Shady. Hit the booth and drop bars, kill the competition. There's a Slim Shady in all of us, so shut up and listen. Hip-hop intelligence. Go below par with no bars. Shady spitting it clean. I hit the golf course with my caddy. You keep the iron hidden his jeans. Sliced the ball sideways and lost that shit in the trees. But I pulled out some weed and rolled up so I was still hitting the green. Some bitch giggled at me and asked for a date in the limousine. So I took her out with my driver and said, is this what you mean? Some punks wanted to fight the fairway, but my homie pulled out the 9. And I ain't talking about the fucking clubs this time. They shouting, no dude, don't shoot, I was only trying to punch you. Fuck that, put a hole in one with the eagle and buried the other one alive in the bunker. A lot of people ask me, do I ever think about relapsing again? Hell yeah, I do.
Navi.
In fact, I'm thinking about it right now. In fact, you know what? Fuck these pills, I don't need them. Bye-bye. Wandering through town alone. Bloody rain begins to fall. You scream while people come and go to a better place way far from home. It's lonely at the bottom when you hold on to the bottle and you're out of fucking meds because you've thrown them in the garbage. They only bring me carnage, so I chose another option. This dealer wants the money, but that's not my fucking problem. I saw him on the corner, so I stopped him and I robbed him. Thank you. Now I got the heroin, the coke, and all the shrooms. And I got the aerosol, I'm choking on the fumes. And on top of this, I'm floating from the opium and lewds. But I ain't the only one, cause there's ghosts inside the room. Go outside outside to smoke, I'm sat alone beside the pool. I don't got a soul just like the holes inside my shoes. Bodies hid inside the rug, rolled up like a tube. Most of the time I'm truly in a polarizing mood, depending on which drugs I do or don't decide to use. Sleeping pills to keep me still, or coke to light the fuse. To get the sober life I choose, the overnight abuse. Cause I'm off my meds, I'm off my meds. I can't tell what's happening, I've lost my head. I didn't listen to a damn thing that the doctor said. So just stay the fuck away from me, cause I'm off my meds.
Wandering through town alone, flooding rain begins to fall. You scream while people come and go to a better place way far from home.
Can't find the meds and the side effects are quite pathetic. Most of the shit I say, they find a way to find offensive. Climb the fence behind the ledge to hide the weapons. Put you in the elevator, send you up and down like my depression. We can use the lie detector, I can show you my confessions. Or crash you into the wall and call it a driving lesson. You might have guessed I tell them straight, film and sell a tape or two that I tape in the cellar. After I sell it, take them together. Shady reside inside the basement, a dweller. You might survive the horror, but you'll hate me forever. I'm under the weather cause I stopped the meds last week and fell asleep for 6 weeks inside a jet black Jeep. The red splash seeps into the backseat of a taxi on the way to the trash heap. Look in the rear view and that's me with a rap sheet long as cannabis notepad. And I'm off my fucking meds again, damn it, it's so bad. Cause I'm off my meds, I'm off my meds. I can't tell what's happening, I've lost my head. I didn't listen to a damn thing that the doctor said. So just stay the fuck away from me cause I'm off my meds, I'm off my meds, I'm off my meds. I can't tell what's happening, I've lost my head. I didn't listen to a damn thing that the doctor said. So just stay the fuck away from me cause I'm off my meds.
Wandering through town alone, flooding rain begins to fall. You scream while people come and go to a better place way far from home.
Sorry, doctor. I'll get right back on the meds tomorrow, okay? I was just having a bad day. I'm so stupid. It won't happen again, I promise. Hip Hop Intelligence 2024.
My name? Marshall Mathers.
Slim Shady. I can't tell what's real anymore.
Marshall Mathers.
Maybe I'm not alive. Slim Shady. I can't tell what's real anymore.
Marshall Mathers.
Maybe I'm not alive.
You ain't sick enough to medicate the pain, and you ain't reaching my level without the elevation game. And what you talking about, you never make it rain. The last time you tried, the weather stayed the same. I'm revving the chainsaw to 7 major veins. I'll eliminate your pen game, what you spittin' ain't lethal. I keep the pencil lead well fed and take insane aim like a 7-headed snake well bred to penetrate your brain. You're more like a Spider-Man and the venom ain't the same. To beat me is harder than getting David Blaine to levitate again without a set of hanging chains on a rotating crane. He can edit out the frame. They said my demo tape was lame, but they never gave it plays until it made its way to Dre. And then a whole generation changed.
Slim Shady. I can't tell what's real anymore.
Marshall Mathers.
Maybe I'm not alive. Slim Shady. I can't tell what's real anymore.
Marshall Mathers.
They got Shady stuck in a machine, so I rap with a ghost. And if you take offense, you'll get smacked by a post like a slap from Malone. And that's just hypothetically speaking, like a Joe Rogan podcast, getting high, pathetically speaking. I never settle the beef, cause instead I will eat it. And it sits in the pit of my stomach forever depleting till my shit drops on a beat. And I tell them to leave it, either that or be defeated. Nobody better than me, this is the power of Caesar. Too much lean got you swaying like the Tower of Pisa. You rappers auto-tune your voice, but you auto-tune your rhymes. I slaughter dudes with mine shouts to Royce to 5'9". He's evil and I'm bad, like I told you in 98, but Shady never left. I was just frozen, now I'm awake, stone cold, and that's the bottom line. Doctors tried to lobotomize, and I can't tell what's real anymore, maybe I'm not alive.
Slim Shady. I can't tell what's real anymore.
Marshall Mathers.
Maybe I'm not alive. Slim Shady. I can't tell what's real anymore.
Marshall Mathers.
Maybe I'm not alive.
I'm only straight talking, crossing the street. street with a lit spliff in my mouth, jaywalking. And damn right I'm sleeping, I ain't playing. I'm yawning at the shit you're saying you're boring. Freestyle smack you into next week and make you sway in the morning. If looks could kill, I'd stare at you schmucks until you shook. I'm still, and we can go eye for eye like Bushwick Bill. I'm so fucking ill, I set myself on fire like Chuck McGill, and even that took some skill. Slim Shady.
And I was Marshall Mathers. Now I'm just a shell of who I used to be.
Hip-hop intelligence 2024. Check it. Somebody pass me the toothpaste. I got a nasty shroom taste in my mouth. Lay on the couch after a huge rave. We chewed 8 of them each and stayed up for 2 days straight with boom, shake, shake the room, played on repeat till I found myself at a doomsday retreat with a bunch of weirdos sipping Kool-Aid on the beach. This dude gave me a key and some coke and the mood changed, it was bleak. I got no problem with opiates, but damn, that white was strong. If you don't believe me, you're quite wrong. It'll have you dribbling like Messi, cause the line will put you on the floor and have your mind gone. But if you let it pass, it's more like Richie singing a nice song, when a line will put you on the floor and have you dancing all night long. And I like bombs, but on the X, all I do is be wired. Whenever I feel tired, I be sinking more tablets than USB wires. I don't do drugs anymore, ain't that a shame? I done relapsed, recovered, then relapsed again. And I'm sure one day I'll be back in rehab again. Just don't do drugs, kids, they're bad for your brain. I don't do drugs anymore, ain't that a shame? I done relapsed, recovered, then relapsed again. And I'm sure one day I'll be back in rehab again. Just don't do drugs, kids, they're bad for your brain. I took a pill in Ibiza, with no idea how the fuck I even got there, like the pyramids of Giza. But I don't mean to misdeceive ya, I'm just talking facts like a damn history teacher. So don't do drugs, kids, I mean it. You don't wanna be me. Don't sip the lean, just hit the reefer, or that shit will leave you with much more than just a misdemeanor. And speaking of which, I mixed a liter of whiskey and got my freak on with Missy in a 2-seater. Found out she did some weed with Wiz Khalifa and got beat black and yellow for calling that bitch a cheater. I don't do drugs anymore, ain't that a shame? I done relapsed, recovered, then relapsed again. And I'm sure one day I'll be back in rehab again. Just don't do drugs, kids, they're bad for your brain. I don't do drugs anymore, ain't that a shame? I done relapsed, recovered, then relapsed again. And I'm sure one day I'll be back in rehab again. Just don't do drugs, kids, they're bad for your brain. Very bad. Like really, really bad for the brain. Just don't do them, it's as simple as that.
What the hell are you doing in my graveyard?
It's my graveyard.
Oh, you wanna battle? Look, I'm putting rappers in my graveyard and nobody's safe. All of them getting destroyed as soon as I hit the stage. And it really don't even matter who it is that I'm up against. So if you don't wanna get bodied, then stay out of my face. So if you want a Joel, then you can kiss the rain, and you can catch a fist of blame. In the end, I'll be the last man standing like Mr. Pink. Then you'll get tossed in the reservoir, cause y'all acting like dogs, but you never bark. You just bite what I write, but I can still box with a 7 arm. I'm the boss of the level, people set alarm clocks to my method. Start watching the seminar. Forever far ahead, and I am master greatness from the past to date. Jumped on the track, lopped the race leader and ran for days. Cause I'm at a faster pace, bolting faster than Usain, not Saddam Hussein. I hit the boost and let loose in a rage, so deranged, staring the truth in the face. Spitting elusive, evasive, tenacious bars. And I run out of space regardless of the room on the page. And I run out of space regardless of the moons and the spaceships. Pull the gun out your waist and target this. I pull out the pen I scar you with, smooth but it's razor sharp. Aim at your heart till there's no writing left. And you can try your best, but I'll break both your right and left if you ambidextrous. You can't have 2 broken hands and be dexterous. So they'll both get chopped to bits when I rip off your thumbnails like I photoshopped your pics. I'm putting rappers in my graveyard and nobody's safe. All of them getting destroyed as soon as I hit the stage. And it really don't even matter who it is that I'm up against. So if you don't wanna get bodied, then stay out of my face. I took this bong out the box, then passed it to this bitch sat in a thong in the socks. This new strain of pop that I got is strong as an ox. I've been chonging a lot, I could describe it, but how long do we got? Fuck that, I got some new styles to drop like a fresh song from the locks. You just keep talking your shit and I'll put your tongue on a rock. Then I'll hammer a nail. I'll choke you in a battle till you stammer and fail. And tell your dog to quit barking before I stand on his tail. I'm the man and you're frail. You whack and your flow's as dry as Canada rails. These rappers write me letters like their plan will prevail. Thinking we pen pals till they get their hand in the mail. And if you pirate my tape, I'll have you hang from the sails. And if they slam me in jail, I'll be demanding the bail. You get buried in the desert on the sandiest trail. Then I'll treat your girl like a princess, Diana of Wales. I'm putting rappers in my graveyard and nobody's safe. All of them getting destroyed as soon as I hit the stage. And it really don't even matter who it is that I'm up against. So if you don't wanna get bodied, then stay out of my face. This shit's elementary, but I'm meant to be burning in hell. But I missed the furnace and fell feet first in a well. Then I surfaced, now my purpose is to serve you this L. And these bars will be your death like a permanent cell. You're taking small steps, it's too early to tell. But I got you nervous as hell with these words that I yell. I'm out my damn mind, you still learning to spell. I took a leap for mankind like I was hurled from a cell. Standing up out the cage and having it out with Taker. Then vanished without a trace to the Spanish announcer's table. This is like Luke Skywalker standing without his saber. From the dark side, bringing the Anakin out of Vader. And I am your father, I'll son you in this battle so you can die in my honor. And damn right I could teach you my style, but why even bother? I'm high as the stars like I'm flying to Mars. Or when I'm writing these bars, they rhyme in regardless. I'm putting rappers in my graveyard and nobody's safe. All of them getting destroyed as soon as I hit the stage. And it really don't even matter who it is that I'm up against. So if you don't wanna get bodied, then stay out of my face. I'm putting rappers in my graveyard and nobody's safe. All of them getting destroyed as soon as I hit the stage. And it really don't even matter who it is that I'm up against. So if you don't wanna get bodied, then stay out of my face. Hip Hop Intelligence 2024. This shit's too easy. Body bag, zip him up. I'm coming after each and every one of you, I'm not playing. Body after body after body. Who want it? Body yaddy yaddy yaddy.
So this is rock bottom, the lows of the lows, where you're buried in problems with nowhere to go. They say it gets better, but how should I know? They call this rock bottom, but I call it home. I call it home.
I ain't happy, I never faced the past or the present. Then that reality check can have you sad in a second. When you don't have any depth, so insanity beckons. You're as mad as it gets, but them antidepressants, they never really had an effect. I'm the manic depression. So I was sat in my bed and I was panicking, sweating. Then the sanity set in to form a valuable lesson. I was passive aggressive and I was lacking direction. Trapped in a mess, balancing deck without a salary check or a valid profession. No character reference, but the crack in the mess just ain't a path I'm selecting. I'm just grabbing a pen, and this pad is a weapon. I still carry a cross and let it hang from my necklace. Cause I'm attacking these problems, I'ma have them for breakfast. But I won't embarrass myself because that would be reckless. I'm just sat filling up this page with capital letters.
Rock bottom, the lows of the lows, where you're buried in problems with nowhere to go. They say it gets better, but how should I know? They call this rock bottom, but I call it home. I call it home.
My demons added together, they form a classic collection. And I got my hands on my head so I can battle them better. Will they drag me to hell, or will they drag me to heaven? Or maybe that'll depend on how drastic the measures. Cause if I have the malevolence, then the path is the devil. That's why I'm asking a priest, and then I'm asking a reverend. Do we follow the sheep, or do we gather the shepherds? I already damaged my wreck, that's why I don't have any preference. I'm just sat on this step smoking and asking these questions. But I'm never having to beg, this ain't an act of confession. I'm just looking in the mirror at this shattered reflection with a lack of respect. Cause I ain't the same man who impressed them. Maybe that is the stress and maybe that is the tension. Not in the class with the rest because I had a detention. But I'm just writing these words so I can pass on the message, cause I arrived in this world through a natural selection.
Bottom, the lows of the lows, where you're buried in problems with nowhere to go. They say it gets better, but how should I know? They call this rock bottom, but I call it home. I call it home.
Try to handle the pressures as they gather momentum, and I'm having a bit just to relax my aggression. I was bad at my best, I guess that's the cannabis sessions. My adolescence was a mess, cause I never had the protection. These days I'm a loner, I spill my thoughts to the shrink, but they stay in the folder. They say it pays to be sober, but I feel like a patient controlled that waits to be told if he's crazy or not. Like a brave little soldier on stage at a show with a range of emotions taking me over. Eyes blazed in the moment, facing a roller coaster ride. But I gotta find the hope inside. The Holy Ghost alive is the return of a savior, and this verse is a statement. Cause while I still hold this mic, I'ma make myself heard from a place that's low like a bird in the basement. Cause this determination got my back turning to Satan, as the words of a break reverberate while the world's in a state of pure entertainment. So even if I do hit rock bottom, I'ma learn from mistakes and keep my head in the sky until the day they can find a worthy replacement.
So this is rock bottom, the lows of the lows, where you're buried in problems with nowhere to go. They say it gets better, but how should I know? They call this rock bottom, but I call it home. I call it home.
Breaking news. Shocking reports tonight confirm that the rapper Slim Shady is currently at large, armed with a chainsaw and a spiked bat. Eyewitnesses spotted him causing chaos whilst wielding the weapons in an undisclosed location. Authorities warn the public to stay indoors and secure their premises. More updates to follow.
The sound of the chainsaw. 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 Okay, the chainsaw's back. I told you Shady was alive. I tried to stay away, but the game's all whack. I've been watching from the side, and it ain't all that. So now I have to put the spikes on this baseball bat. Cock it back and hit a home run as they running home screaming, while I'm chasing them down the street for no reason except to leave them in a heap of their own broken bones bleeding. And I'm still colder than snow season when it's 20 below freezing. I won't be leaving, but I'm blowing the breeze. While you're busy smoking your weed, I've been sowing the seeds with this flow and growing the trees. I'm sharp as the chainsaw, ripping open the seams. Grab the sewing machine. I'm taking over the scene like a ghost on the screen. Shady made a splash, she dipped her toe in the stream. I've been the best ever since my inception, and this time I'm going in deeper than Leo DiCaprio in his dreams. The sound of the chainsaw. 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 I'm spitting cold as ice raps, frozen like the polar ice caps, and my rhyme pad is exploding like gas from a potent fine stash on the oldest wine rack that was open quite fast. Stupid talent, I'm realistic, never braggadocious. Losing balance, I'm ballistic. Get the magic potions. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. It's the mystique of the night reaper within reach of the light sleeper, sneaking inside dreams as it creeps and it bites deeper than a mind reader with a timekeeper keeping the time while he's reading his mind. And I don't know what I'm talking about, but I got fighting talk when I'm talking about. Slap you when I'm drunk like a Jackie Chan punch. I'm sat back in Notre Dame having that hunch. No Nostradamus. I'm not the charmer you expected. I'm the farmer that neglected his crops, armed with a collection of blocks. The sound of the chainsaw. 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 As soon as I hop on the track, you took a loss to me bad. Cause you got no swag like a robber dropping his bag. I'll have you in the hospital strapped to an oxygen mask. Then connect the tube from your face to your colostomy bag. Bought an axe that an accelerated, then accelerated at a fast stellar pace like a Jax Teller chase. Cause if we're racing, you lose. You couldn't bait me if you was a rabbit awake on the move, and I was a fucking turtle taking a snooze. Or vice versa. Cause I'm a violent murder, you're a silent murmur. I might murk you. I just tried purple inside a circle of stoners and hit the blunt so hard now my mind works like it's Homer's. The sound of the chainsaw. 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 Hip hop intelligence.
Law enforcement officials are still in a frantic search for Slim Shady. Reports indicate that the rapper is still a danger to the public and should be avoided at all costs.